There we go. I think we're recording. Hey guys, Ryan.Hoffman here. Happy Thursday. Hope you guys are having a great Friday Eve. Just wanted to chat with you. Say I hope you are out there hunting this weekend for your house. I'm sending this to everybody who's pre-approved and out shopping. So I want to make sure you know and have a little bit of a touch base before the weekend. Remember, the economy and the market and everything that's going on is going very, very good right now in terms of growth. Things in the future for the housing market. Remember that the housing market is like the driving force of the economy. When you buy and sell a piece of real estate, it's one of the biggest movers of the economy, because whenever you buy or sell, a bunch of your habits change. You change a bunch of the things you regularly do, and then it creates a lot of transactions that go along as well, not just from the real estate commissions and taxes and transfers and stuff like that. Think about all the things you would do to your home, changing of services, starting new services, canceling old ones, all these things that change and generally get better, and it creates a lot of movement in the economy. So the government wants, as we're getting out of this slump of the coronavirus, they want to encourage and do everything they can to put money where it will actually stir up the economy and keep things moving. So that's good for you, because there's a lot of good incentives going on right now. For example, interest rates. The Fed is actually said they're going to hold interest rates down, and I'll talk about this in a second, but this is from the Fed minutes. Basically, when the Fed does their monthly or I think monthly meetings is when they do these. They will talk about what their plans are for the future and their outlook on the future, and this is how they all vote. They'll put this basically dot chart. They'll say what they expect they are going to do over the next few years in terms of the Fed rate. Where are they going to do? Are they going to keep it at zero where it's at now? Or are they going to increase it? Are they going to decrease it? What do they think is going to happen? And right now, it's unanimous amongst all the Fed. Each dot represents a Fed chairperson. All of them are 100% unanimous that this year and all of next year, they're going to keep the Fed rate at zero. And almost all of them think that they're going to keep it at zero through 2022 as well. That's huge, because it means that interest rates are going to continue to be good, and the housing market will not stall out, because when interest rates are good, people jump on it. All right, so that's one thing. And then in terms of kind of giving you an overview of what the market is doing right now. Now, I've kind of mentioned this before. After we went through all the craziness of COVID, all this craziness that happened back when COVID first came here, the Fed has been basically buying mortgage-backed securities to keep interest rates exactly where they are. So it's bouncing up and down within this very tight window, and we're still in great position. So rates are still good. Don't worry about that. We're going to expect they're going to continue to be good. One other thing to keep in mind, Jason Habib, one of my agents, shared this blog with me, which has been really, really good, and it's been backed up by some of my appraisers that I work with, not just in Northern California, but Southern California as well. So this is an overall thing. The stats are showing that values are actually going up still. The reason for that is because there's a lack of inventory of people selling. Obviously, they don't want to sell during COVID unless they have to, but there's still a bunch of people who want to buy houses. So that being said, don't hold your breath that you're going to get a discount at this point. Look for good opportunities. Be ready to make an offer when one jumps up, and rely on your agent. Make sure that you're picking their brain and getting advice from them, because if a house is listed at, for round numbers, let's say a house is listed at $200,000, but we know the comparable sales show that this house is really worth about $225,000, and it's gonna get a bunch of offers. You don't necessarily want to offer $195 and figure that you're going to negotiate back and forth. They may have an offer at $225 or $230 because the agent that's representing that buyer knows that there's so much competition. They just want to get their offer accepted right away and get it closed. So rely on the expertise of your agent to know what the best strategy is going to be for you to get the house that you want. There's a lot of stuff going on that is like inside baseball. And so rely on the expertise of your agent to guide you, to help you. And remember, your goal is to get a home that makes sense for you, that you're going to love, that you're going to live in for a foreseeable future. And we'll make sure we're taking care of you and make sure you're in good shape. So this is a long one today, but if you guys need anything at all, if you want to update any numbers for some reason, let me know. If you know anybody else who wants to get pre-approved to purchase a house, if you know someone who is trying to buy right now and they can't get their offer accepted, maybe they need to work with another lender who can do a good job. Kick butt compared to big banks and stuff like that, like Wells and B Bay. our offer will get accepted way more often compared to them because we've got the reputation to back it up. All right, that's it. You guys have a great weekend if I don't talk to you, and toodaloo.